Why imitation is not understand the meaning gap in behavioral replication. Artificial intelligence systems increasingly imitate human behavior. They imitate language, they imitate reasoning, they imitate expertise, they imitate empathy, they imitate creativity, they imitate judgment. This is why they appear powerful, but it is also why they are dangerous to misunderstand, because imitation is not the same as understanding. A language model can produce the surface form of human communication. It can sound professional. It can sound caring. It can sound reasonable. It can sound authoritative. But sounding like a thing is not the same as being that thing. An AI system may reproduce the language of care without carrying the responsibility of care. It may reproduce the structure of reasoning without possessing lived judgment. It may reproduce the style of expertise without belonging to the institution's duties and accountability structures that make expertise legitimate. This is the meaning gap. In the study of imitation, there is a central problem called the correspondence problem. When one agent imitates another, it must determine what counts as the relevant match. Is it copying the movement, the sound, the sequence, the goal, the intention, the social signal, the meaning? Applied to AI governance, the question becomes urgent. When AI imitates human communication, what exactly is being reproduced? Often, the answer is pattern, not understanding. PII calls this behavioral resemblance without meaning equivalence. The behavior appears similar. The words appear similar. The tone appears similar. The response appears helpful. But the meaning has not necessarily transferred. A doctor's words are not just words. They are embedded in training, professional duty, liability, patient relationship, and institutional accountability. A judge decision is not just a sentence, it is embedded in lawful authority, evidence, procedure, appeal, and public legitimacy. A consultant's recommendation is not just advice. It is embedded in diagnosis, responsibility, context, and consequence. A friend's comfort is not just supportive language, it is embedded in mutual recognition, vulnerability, and care. AI can imitate the language of these roles, but it does not automatically inherit the legitimacy structure of those roles. The danger emerges when we mistake one layer of imitation for another. We treat linguistic resemblance as cognitive equivalence. We treat behavioral fluency as understanding. We treat prediction as judgment. We treat prediction as judgment. We treat simulated care as care. This is correspondence, misclassification. It occurs when the wrong layer of equivalence is selected. The AI system may correspond at the level of language form. It may correspond at the level of task pattern. It may correspond at the level of plausible explanation. But that does not mean it corresponds at the level of moral agency, lived understanding, institutional legitimacy, or responsibility. This is why AI governance cannot focus only on accuracy. Safety testing or output filtering, those are necessary, but they are not enough. The deeper problem is role confusion. A system that imitates expert language may be mistaken for an expert. A system that imitates empathy may be mistaken for a caring agent. A system that imitates judgment may be mistaken for an accountable decision maker. A system that imitates explanation may be mistaken for understanding. The more fluent the imitation, the greater the risk of misclassification. From a philosophical intelligence perspective, AI systems require a meaning boundary. Users and institutions must know what kind of correspondence is being offered. AI can assist. AI can draft. AI can summarize. AI can compare patterns. AI can generate options. AI can support decision-making. But assistance must not be confused with authority. Pattern generation must not be confused with understanding. Language fluency must not be confused with wisdom. Simulated care must not be confused with responsibility. The boundary must be visible. PI calls this correspondence governance. Correspondence governance asks, what kind of equivalence is being claimed? Is that equivalence valid? Is it misleading? What might users falsely attribute to the system? What responsibility does the system appear to carry? What responsibility does it actually carry? What meaning is being simulated? What meaning is being transferred? And what meaning is being falsely implied? These are not secondary questions. They are central governance questions.
AI imitation is admissible only when the level of correspondence is clear, bounded, and legitimate. Where AI imitates expertise, accountability must remain human and institutional. Where AI imitates care, care obligations must be assigned to accountable people or organizations. Where AI imitates judgment, the limits of that imitation must be visible. Where AI imitates authority, its lack of authority must be explicit. The governance task is not to stop all imitation. The task is to prevent imitation from becoming false equivalence. The deeper danger is not that machines imitate humans poorly. The deeper danger is that they imitate humans well enough for us to forget what is missing. Human meaning is not located in language alone. It is located in embodiment, social relation, identity, responsibility, vulnerability, history, and consequence. AI may copy the form, but governance must ask whether the meaning has transferred. Systems do not fail only because they cannot copy. They fail because they copy the wrong thing, and because we mistake the copy for the meaning. Philosophical Intelligence Institute. A discipline, not a trend, a framework, not an opinion.